Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, 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 my beautiful people. Hi, this is M Coach. Let's go. Where age is just a number, right? And I am 50 years old and age is just a number. I'm showing women my age, or younger or older, how to become a better version of themselves by taking care of their mindset, body, and soul. I touch a little bit about mindset, right? Because sometimes we go about life without knowing what to do with ourselves, and we think that middle age is here and that's it. Your life is over. So I'm here to tell you all that is wrong. Okay? So good morning, good morning, good morning. I am coming in here today to talk to you about the 5 laws. And where did I get this from? Hold on. No. I think I erased it. Hold on. You know? This is crazy. Crazy. But guess what? Mama has plan B. Because when I go to talk to you guys about something, I send it to my Telegram channel. Because Mama is smart like that. Okay. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about the 5 laws. The 5 laws in business, the 5 laws in relationship. Only 5. There's a whole bunch of laws. But I want to come in here and talk to you about 5 laws, right? This I have been able to incorporate it in my day-to-day, in my business, with my employees. And I think it's going to be very beneficial for you as a person. And I'm going to do it really, really quick. If you're joining the live, tell me where you're joining from, please. I want to see yellow hearts in the comments. That means that you are live, and tell me where you're joining me from. Okay? So now that all of the logistics are out, let's go ahead and start, right? So this was taken from a book called The Go Giver. The Go Giver, right? And The Go Giver is a book from, let me see, A Little Story About a Powerful Business Idea by Bob Burke. Okay. So let's start. Good morning, Sandra. Tell me where you're joining me from. Send me a yellow heart. And you could go ahead and replay this. I will be saving it for the introduction, but I am going to be talking about the 5 laws. Okay, 5 laws in business, and this is from the book The Go Giver. Okay, now law of value. There are 5 laws, right? Law of value, law of compensation, law of influence, law of authenticity, and law of receptivity. Okay, the law of value talks to you about your true worth. It's determined by how much you give, right? How much you give in value that you take in payments. Massive success, right? If you join network marketing for the money, you will leave because of the money. Give with no intentions of receiving, right? So it tells you that the value, your value, we were talking about this yesterday, about your value as a person, as a marketplace, in the marketplace or in corporate America. Your value, your truth worth comes from you, right? And it says that by how much more you give in value, you take in payment. So sometimes we're network marketing, or we start our own business and we don't see any profits for a year, or we're still matching the investment for a year, right? And we think that's it. That's not it. You need to give with intentions. You need to give your value with intentions in order for you to reciprocate, right? There's a lot of things that you see. Steve Harvey says this a lot. You see everybody's success. You see all these celebrity success. You see all these coaches' successes. But were you in the trenches when they were sweating, when they had tears, when they had fear, when they had doubt, when they at one point considered to quit because they didn't know if this was it? I've been there. I know that this is it for me, but my journey to get to where I'm going to get to is going to be one to talk about, right? This challenge, this is 13 out of 30, this challenge of going live every day, Monday through Friday, right? It's a challenge within of itself with everything else I have in my plate, right? But you have to give value, right? With intention, you continue giving value, and eventually you're going to get paid, right? Number 2, law of compensation. Your income determines by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. Okay, I didn't know this. I did not know this at the beginning of my journey, that my income was going to be determined by how many people I helped, how many people I served. Yeah, you could sell shakes, you could sell tea. If you're in the makeup industry, you could sell makeup. If you're in real estate, you could sell real estate, right? But how many people are you serving, right? You have to give. Again, this is the book, The Go Giver, right? I butchered his name. I should have written it down. You have to give with intention, right? And he also says, service to many leads to greatness. Service to many leads to greatness. I was listening to Oprah the other day, and she was saying that the true happiness comes in giving. And all these successful people talk about the same thing. Oh, that's the liquid. I'm sorry. Okay, so I saw something up there and I'm like, what is that? Okay, sorry. Not getting distracted. Okay, so your Oprah was saying this about giving, right? She says only when you start giving with good intentions, giving with good intentions is when you're going to see greatness, right? Number 3, law of influence. Your influence determines by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Network marketing, relationships is not about you first. Let me give you a reminder. It's not about you first. It's how you, the law of influence is how you compartmentalize placing other people's needs first. Stop thinking about yourself. You remember the other day when I was talking about Kobe Bryant. What was his definition of greatness? Learn something, be great at something, but don't let it stop there, because that would be selfish. And this is the law of influence, right? You go ahead and you teach another person, and that person teach another person, and that person teaches another person, but it all starts with you, with your influence. You know what that means? Your legacy will continue for the rest of your life. So law of influence. Your influence determines by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Make sure you're not being too selfish, right? Yes, I understand. You come first. You have to put those boundaries. You have to set those boundaries. You have to make sure that you as a person, you're taking care of yourself first, because how can you go ahead and you need to fill up your cup? How are you going to go ahead and give to others if your cup is empty? I get all of that. The law of influence is telling you that your influence will be determined for how you place others. If you put them first, their interests first, right? So make sure you understand that, okay? Law of authenticity. The most valuable you have to offer is yourself. If you don't work on your mind, body, and soul, I've been saying this all week, mind, body, and soul, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to give. How can you give? How can you give if you're not taking care of your mind, body, and soul? You can't. You just can't. So be yourself. Be yourself. Don't care what other people think. You know, I have a lot of people that come and, network marketing is not the real thing. I don't care. I don't care how you feel about network marketing. I am coming in here to tell you authentically that it works. I've seen it work. And it's going to work for me. And I am going to be as authentic as I can be to show you that it works. So be authentic, because the only time you could have value, that you could influence, that you could go ahead and have compensation is by being yourself. Being yourself. People don't buy your product. People buy you. They do business with people they trust and they like. Okay? So, to all my business partners out there that don't know that they're my business partner, you're my business partner. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. But again, be authentic. Be authentic. I remember, I'm gonna tell you a story. And, it's a true story. I remember, I've been married for 30 years, right? And I remember at the beginning of our marriage, the first 8 years, I became the wife he dreamt of. I got fat. I would take care of the kids. I would take care of the house. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't have friends. I lost myself. My authenticity was lost in a relationship. How many times you're in a relationship and you lose yourself? Don't do that. Come back. Come back. Tell me where you're joining from. Send me a yellow heart. Come back, right? So the law of authenticity says that the most valuable asset you have is yourself. But only and if you are authentic, if you're true to what you have to offer. Because if you're not true to what you have to offer, guess what? It's not going to come out real. It's not going to come out authentic. And you're not going to be able to be successful. You could fool so much. You could fool somebody so much, right? So the law of authenticity. Okay? And last, the law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. Hands closed, hands open. Do you have your hands closed or do you have your hands open to receive? Give, but keep your hands open. When your hands are closed, is due to your state of mind. The way you feel is how you're going to be able to receive. If you feel bad, you're going to receive bad. Okay? So always have your hands open to receive good things. Have your mind set to become positive. Do your morning routines. Do your gratefulness. Do your I ams. Do your reading. Do your Bible study. Do your listening to good music. Be careful what you listen to. Weed out all your negative friends. You don't need them. I don't care how much you love them. You don't need them. Okay? The way you need to feel alive. You need to feel alive. In order for you to have the law of receptivity, in order for you to give, you need to be alive. So these 5 laws were from the book, The Go-Giver. So how do you give value? Your true worth is determined by how much you give in value that you make in payments. So there you go. Massive success. If you join any kind of business for the money, you will leave because of the money. Give with no intentions of receiving. Law of compensation. Your income is determined by how many people you serve, how well you serve them. You know, you have to give with intention. Service to many leads to greatness, right? Law number 3, law of influence. Your influence determines how abundantly you place other people's interests first, right? And law of authenticity. The most valuable asset you have to offer is yourself. And last, law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. So when you give with good intentions and with authenticity and with a value, hi baby, with a value and with your influence, when you give with good intentions, when you give, the law of receptivity is the key to effective giving, right? So you have to stay open to receiving. Have your hands open to receiving good things, right? When you have your hands closed, and we're talking about your mind with your hands, right? When you have your hands closed, you can't receive anything. And the reason sometimes our hands are closed is because of our negative state of mind. Work on your mindset, right? Remember, be grateful to be alive. And with that being said, these were the 5 laws of the Go-Giver. It's a book. It's called The Go-Giver. I think I have it in my storage. It's called The Go-Giver. I read it once in a book club. I'm going to read it again because now I'm interested in reading more because my mindset has expanded. And that's another thing, guys. Audiobooks are great. I know they're a little bit expensive to have the Apple phone audiobook, but that's an investment that I do to myself. Once I hear it in audio, I go ahead and buy the book so like that I could reread it and highlight it. You know, I've read 4 books this year. I really wanted to read 12. But those are goals that I need to put for next year. I want to read a book a month, and that's a goal of mine. I know it's stretching with everything I have to do, but I need to take out the time to read at least 10 to 20 pages a day so I could come in here and give you more nuggets. These were the 5 laws of giving, of the Go-Giver. Law of value, law of compensation, law of influence, law of authenticity, and law of receptivity. Okay, so no further ado, if you haven't followed me, follow, like, share, comment. Number 2, if you're replaying this video, it will be uploaded to YouTube. This is episode 13 of 30 of Get Ready with Abu. I am a 50-year-old coach, saying age is just a number. I'm helping women all around the world to become a better version of themselves, not only physically, but with their mind and touching a little bit on their soul. So if you like what you hear, follow me, share, comment. If you think I can help somebody, just go ahead and share my my content. And again, follow for stories. I am going to have a flash sale very soon, coming up for Christmas. Please follow, share, and comment. And this is M Coach Let's Go, episode 13. See you tomorrow for episode 14. Have a beautiful Tuesday. And let's go. Let's kill the week. Love you.